Welcome to the Make Money with VideoGen channel, where you'll discover how to create automated videos and build sustainable passive income. VideoGen is an AI tool that turns any idea into a professional video without filming, editing, or showing your face. You have nothing to lose. Give yourself a chance to try VideoGen completely free via the link in the description. This could be the turning point to start your journey toward financial freedom. Wishing you success. Here comes a story created entirely by VideoGen.
The Prince Who Was Turned into a Monkey. Long ago, in the distant kingdom of Al-Rahman, there lived a wise king named Jadir and his kind-hearted queen, Nazira. They had only one son, Prince Azmarin, who was seen as the kingdom's greatest hope. From a young age, Azmarin was known for his intelligence, grace, and talents in horse riding, archery, and leadership. He was also remarkably handsome, admired by many. However, as he grew older, the prince began to reveal a different side, arrogant, selfish, and obsessed with praise. Despite his parents' efforts to teach him humility and compassion, Azmarin believed himself above all others. On his 17th birthday, the king allowed Azmarin to lead a royal hunting party into the ancient forest on the western border, a place steeped in myth, said to be home to an old forest witch who lived deep in a hidden cave. Local villagers warned those who mocked the cursed souls of the forest would pay a heavy price. The Curse in the Sacred Forest. As the hunting party ventured deep into the woods, Azmarin spotted a gray monkey sitting on a branch, staring at him with hauntingly human eyes. Instead of showing compassion, the prince laughed aloud. "Look at that! A monkey with eyes like a man. Perhaps it's someone who has been cursed?" Mocking, he picked up a stone and hurled it at the poor creature. Though his guards hesitated, none dared to question the prince. Suddenly the sky darkened, and a cold wind howled through the trees. A thunderous voice echoed through the forest. "He who scorns a soul in pain shall walk in that soul's form and suffer its fate." Before Azmarin could react, a blinding light surrounded him. In the blink of an eye, his body shrunk, his hands grew small and clawed, and gray fur spread across his skin. He had been turned into a monkey. His guards panicked. Some fled, others fell to their knees and wept. But they all knew this was the work of the ancient witch, and no one dared interfere. A new life in the body of a monkey. From a royal prince, Azmarin was now a lonely monkey wandering the forest. At first, he was overwhelmed with despair. He couldn't speak, couldn't explain himself. When he tried to approach people, they screamed and chased him away. When he begged for food, they threw stones and called him the cursed beast of the sacred woods. As time passed, Azmarin began to observe and reflect. He noticed how the weakest animals protected each other, how even the smallest sparrows fed injured friends. He once saw a poor woman return a pouch of gold to the man who had dropped it. Something stirred inside him, a feeling he had never known before. Remorse and admiration. Day by day, he began to help smaller creatures, bringing fruit to lost squirrels, guiding deer away from hunters' traps. Silently, he became the friend of the forest, though still trapped in the body of a monkey. The Old Woman Beneath the Tree. In the 3rd year of his transformation, during a heavy rainstorm, Azmarin sought shelter and found an old woman collapsed under a tree, her leg swollen and injured. Without hesitation, he gathered branches for support, applied leaves to her wound, and for days brought her food and stayed by her side. On the 7th day, the woman stood up, her eyes glowing strangely bright. She looked at him with a kind smile. "You are no longer the proud boy you once were." In that moment, a warm light enveloped him, and his body began to transform back into a young man. Overwhelmed with emotion, Azmarin knelt before her, tears in his eyes. "I was wrong," he said. "I want to live differently now. with kindness and understanding. She gently touched his head and replied, "Your form can be changed, but only a transformed heart can break a curse." Return of the Humble King. As Marin returned to the palace, no longer a spoiled prince, but a man matured in both body and soul. The people were stunned at first, but as they heard his story, they came to admire his growth and humility. The aging King Jadir passed his crown to his son. As Marin became a wise and compassionate ruler, often traveling in disguise among the people, listening to their struggles and protecting the vulnerable. No one spoke again of the monkey in the sacred forest, but many said they saw King Asmarin sometimes standing quietly beneath an old tree, holding a handful of ripe bananas, eyes gazing into the woods, as if remembering something sacred and profound. Moral of the story: a person is only truly worthy of leadership when they place humility and compassion above pride and power. Sometimes one must lose everything in order to discover who they truly are.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Did you know? The entire video you just watched, from the content and images to the voice and editing, was created fully automatically using VideoGen. No filming, no editing, no voice recording needed. If I can do it, you absolutely can too. All you need is a basic computer and a few minutes to create professional videos for YouTube, TikTok, or any platform. Video is a digital asset, and with VideoGen, creating hundreds of these assets has never been easier. Try VideoGen for free via the link in the description below, and start your journey of content creation and online income today.